is unending. Her prey always the strongest, for she is the Countess who stalks the night.
Countess is your newest hero in Paragon, released today on 25th of October 2016. She is a burst caster, she is an assassin, she has a port, she has a strong ultimate, she also has good wave clear, and we're going to be talking about her abilities right now in this video, and this is what the video is going to focus on. It's got gameplay, and that's what you want to see. So here you go, we're talking about E first, which is going to be Dark Tide. That's her wave clear, really good wave clear, strong as well, you saw on your screen. Countess sends out a rolling cloud of darkness in front of her, dealing damage to all enemies in the area of effect. It's very strong actually. It does a lot of damage. The cooldown is about 17 seconds as well, so it's not too bad, you know, it comes out quite quickly, and it is going to be, you can see on the screen how effective it is, so I don't really need to talk about it, you can see it. It's going to give you a lot of, it means it's going to give you a lot of push on lanes, you know, especially with your right mouse button as well, which is a good combo up with that, and that can sustain you in terms of gaining you some extra health. So your right mouse button and your E are going to be good for that lane clear. Something that Kallari does not have, which is needed indeed. And it's annoying, you know, because if you've got a Kallari on your team, you can't really say, you know, Kallari, can you take over the lane for me while I go back and get mana or go back and get cards? You know, she can actually go onto a lane, take over and push the lane very effectively. She's not going to be struggling like kind of Kallari does. And the lane clear is just great, you know, she's got lane clear and she's got really good damage, especially single target. She's got a port as well, so she can poke people under towers, which I just think is great because people sit under towers for so long and low HP, just, you know, hitting those minions, making sure that, you know, their tower's safe, they're not backing. If she's there, you are not safe. It's not global, she's not she's global like Kallari, but still she can jump under the tower, hit you, come out, and she's going to be okay. Even get some sustain in terms of regenning health through her blade siphon, which is her right mouse button click, which you see right now. That's the one right there. Countess quickly spins her blades around her, causing damage in the circle around her. The passive Countess regains a percentage of her max health every time she kills an enemy with bonus health for a hero kill. So, you know, it goes along with her passive, of course, and you can see the extra ticks of HP as they come through, you know, 18, 6, 12 right there, 35, even as she's hitting the enemy there as well, she moves away from Rampage and she's able to sustain and just walk back and move back through the enemies, especially if she's hitting. Q is the port that you just saw her absolutely annihilating Gadget with. She didn't need to use it again to get back out. So if you press Q, you will be able to target your enemy. And then if you press it again, if you press Q, you'll be able to target him and actually port onto them. If you press it again, you can port back off of your enemy. So you can port back to your original location when you ported from. You can see that right now on your screen. She goes in, kills Twin Blast, presses Q again, comes back out. She's got the focus of the tower on her. She's still alive, but she's absolutely fine now as well. Because even just that small distance, you know how much that matters, especially if you're under a tower. Again here, no one is safe. Gadget is backing off, probably thinking she may survive. But now the Countess comes in with her port and she is back in the action. She uses it again there to get back out of the front line there to make sure she's going to be safe. You can see how well it combines with the Feast, which is going to be her ultimate ability. So Countess jumps to nearby enemy hero, forcing them to look at her and stunning them before dealing a massive burst of damage. Countess is locked down for the duration of the attack, which is an issue because you're locked. So, you know, you can be CC'd out of it. You can also be CC'd out of your port as well. So you need to be very, very careful in those situations, which is why in a lot of this footage you can see that she actually ports in to the enemy, then uses her ult so she can port back out. And a lot of this action is under towers specifically because, like I said earlier, people do actually move back under the towers thinking that they're safe, but she can port in, do the damage she needs to do with Feast especially, and just get back out. Here again you can see the port onto Gadget, but she ports and also uses her ult as well. Very, very strong. Look at this. I mean, she can apply so much pressure. She gets a kill on Rampage under a tower using a port. She uses her ultimate and then ports back out. You can see how strong it is, even combining it up with her wave clear, you can see how much damage comes out from her as well, and she's able to apply that pressure, even because, you know, if she's using her AoE ability, Gadget can't really escape that too much anyway, even if she's got like a speed gate. So making sure you're using those abilities properly for specific heroes is obviously very, very important. She's 1v3 here or so, she's still putting so much massive pressure on with a Gideon behind her as well. She's able to port back out, get the kill onto him, because she originally ported from that area, so Gideon unfortunately jumps into the area where she can port back to. Okay, she's low HP here as well, but she's still in the fight, sustaining herself. She's getting a bit of health regen as well, and she's got that potential to get in amongst it, whereas Kalari just doesn't really, because of the ports, which really help her out, and a little bit of sustain in terms of, you know, regaining some of that health that I spoke about before on her abilities. So this is the Countess. She's pretty damn good. I mean, I don't play assassins ever. I think I've played one game as Kalari, maybe in bot games as well, and you know that she's not very strong at the moment either. But this assassin is just something I would play, and I feel like a lot of people have been saying she's one of those heroes that's going to get in and out of fights very quickly. I don't believe that actually at all, because I think that she can really, unless she's focused targeted, she's not going to be she's going to be able to stay in those fights like at the moment, and like you saw before, where she can really poke the enemy, push them back, help to apply pressure so the rest of her team can actually push with her. And in very many occasions in this footage, you've seen her in the front line, not just poking here and there, but actually moving her team forward and helping them advance and getting those kills and pushing those towers. I've been Jebro, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in the next one. As well, Grim's coming in, trying to get the knockback and the steal. He steals it! He stole the Prime Orb right from underneath them. That's a great movement there from Grim to give them the strength they need. Grox tries to get the pull in, but unfortunately does go down himself, taking away from team members. Severog, that is no OP buff for you, my friend, as you have just been taken out as well. They lose 2 members, even though they do have the buff now in their favour. And unfortunately, sometimes you can commit to that and lose out in the end.